All right, boys and girls, it is time for phonics. Can you help me read our phonics learning target? I can read words using phonics rules. And boys and girls, you can unmute your mic so that I can hear you. Let's sing some of our sounds. Bird. E-R says I-R says And U-R says It, pig. Sing-a-lie says it. Ing, king. I-N-G says ing. Ink. Thank you, Rebecca. I-N-K says ink. Ein, wind. I-N-D says eind. End. I-N-D says end. Ooh, chew. Thank you. E-W says ew. O, below. O-W says O. Ow, cow. O-W says ow. And O-U says ow. Sausage. Sing-a-let says. C-E says. C-I says. And C-Y says. And the vowel signals E-I-N-Y changes C to an S. Jump rope. Jump. D-G-E says J. Single J says J. G-E says J. G-I says J. And G-Y says J. And the vowel signals E-I-N-Y change the G to a J. Very good. Or. O-R says or. O-A-R says or. Ang, hang. A-N-G says ang. Ung. U-N-G says ung. Ank. A-N-K says ank. Ah. Single O says ah. Two-dotted A says ah. A-W says ah. A-U says ah. A-U-G-H says ah. O-U-G-H says ah. Gong. O-N-G says ong. Oi, koyo. O-I says oi. O-Y says oi. Single E says E-A says Ow. O-W says ow. And O-U says ow. All right, boys and girls, now it's time for us to write our sounds. Everybody, please write phonics at the top of your journal page and today's date. I'll give you a second to catch up with me. All right, boys and girls, today we're working in lesson 50, and that's the oi sound. So, can anyone remember how to spell oi? There are two ways to spell it.
O-I?
Very good. And there's one more way to spell it. O-Y. Very good. So go ahead and put a comma between O-I and O-Y because we're making a list. And put parentheses around them. So whenever we make the oi sound, you can look at the top of your paper and see the two different ways to spell them. Okay? Now usually when you use O-Y, the O-Y are the last two letters in the word, usually, okay? And O-I is usually in the middle of a word, okay? All right, so let's practice reading and writing and sounding out some O-I and O-Y words, the oi words. So boys and girls, write O-Y and make the sound.
Oi.
Oi, very good. Which oi? Excellent. Now write a J at the beginning and make the sound of J. J. Very good. And I like the way I hear one person, but I need to hear everyone. All right, let's blend and read from the beginning.
Joy.
Joy. Excellent. There was much joy in the air after the party. Now go ahead and draw an arrow after the word joy. I want you to use the word joy to help you spell the word joyful. Joyful. The children were joyful after recess. Please spell joyful, and then we'll check. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so the joy part is easy because that doesn't change. Even though now the oi is in the middle of the word, we're going to leave the oy there. Joy and then the suffix full. Did you all get it right? Excellent job. Who remembers what full means when it's at the end of a word? F-U-L. Does anyone remember what that means? Full of something. Very good. So the word joyful means what?
Full of something.
Full of what?
Joy.
Full of joy. Excellent job. Okay, let's try another one. O-I. Please write O-I. And make the sound.
Oi.
Oi. Which oi?
I said oi.
O-I says oi. Now, boys and girls, where do you think this O-I will be? Do you think it will be in the middle of the word or at the end of a word?
Middle?
Yes, it'll be in the middle of a word because it says O-I. And words usually don't end with O-I. They'll end with O-Y. Okay, so let's write a J at the beginning and make the sound. J. Very good. Write an N at the end of the word and make the sound. Let me hear you. Good. Now blend and read this word from the beginning. What does it say? Join. Excellent. Please join me in singing this song. All right. Let's go down to the next line, or if you have more room on this line, keep going. Please write O-Y and make the sound.
Oi.
Oi. Good. Which oi? O-Y says oi. Now write a B at the beginning and make the sound. Good. Now blend and read this word from the beginning. Boy. Excellent. The boy ran across the street. Now go ahead and draw an arrow after the word boy because I want you to use the word boy to help you spell the next word. Please change the word boy and make it say boys. Make it plural. Yes, remember boy is one boy and that's singular. Now make it say or mean more than one boy. Excellent. Now remember, you don't have to yell out done when you're finished. Just stay super quiet. All right, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Excellent. You should have B-O-Y and an S at the end. Did you get it right?
Yeah.
Excellent job. Give yourself a star if you got it right. And if you missed it, it's okay. Just fix it. All right, boys and girls, write O-I for our next word. And make the sound.
Oi.
Oi. Which oi? Which oi?
Oi.
Thank you. Now, do you think this oi will be in the middle of the word or at the end of the word? Excellent. All right, write an N at the beginning of the word and make the sound. Good. Write S-E at the end of the word and make the sound. Good, because we don't hear the E at the end of a word. We just hear the S. Now blend and read from the beginning. What does this word say?
Noise.
Noise. Excellent. They made a lot of noise in class. Go ahead and draw an arrow after the word noise because we're going to change that word a little bit. I want you to use the word noise to help you spell noisy. Noisy. The children were noisy in class. And if you don't have enough room after your arrow, just write it on the next line. Noisy.
Done.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent job. All right, boys and girls. You should have N-O-I-S. But are we going to keep an E that we can't ever hear when an E is at the end of a word? Or are we going to put a different letter? What letter says E at the end of a word where we can hear the E? A Y. Very good. So you drop the E and change it to Y. Noisy. Did you get it right? Very good. If you got that right, give yourself a happy face. If you missed it, just fix it. All right, let's make another word. Please write O-I. And make the sound.
Oi.
Oi. Good. Which oi?
Oh, I said oi.
Excellent. And will this O-I be in the middle of the word or at the end of the word? It'll be in the middle. It'll be in the middle of the word. Now, O-I and O-Y can both be at the beginning of a word. But usually only O-I is in the middle of a word. Please write S at the beginning of your word and make the sound. Now write L at the end of the word and make the sound. Oh, thank you. Now blend and read from the beginning of this word. What does it say? Soil. Very good. We planted a seed in the soil. Great job. Go ahead and draw an arrow after soil because I want you to use the word soil to help you spell a new word. And the new word is spoil. Spoil. The milk will spoil if it is left out of the refrigerator for too long. Change the word soil into the word spoil. I like the way you're sounding it out. Stretch out those sounds. Spoil. Spoil. All right, I love it. Okay, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Excellent. And you should have S-P-O-I-L. Did you get it right?
Yeah.
Spoil. Excellent. So that S stayed the same, but we added a P so we could hear that sound. Excellent job. Okay, let me see if I can trick you. Draw another arrow after spoil. And if you don't have any more room on this line, just go down to the next line. Change the word spoil into the word point. The teacher will point to the word that we're on now. Point. Yep, change the word spoil into point. Let's see if I can trick you. All right. Thank you for being super silent when you're finished and not just yelling out. All right, boys and girls, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. You should have P at the beginning. Oi in the middle of a word is oi, O-I. And then nt, N-T, point. Did you get it right?
Yeah.
Excellent job. Give yourself a star if you got it right. If you missed it, just fix it. Now draw an arrow after point. I want you to use the word point to help you spell another word. And the new word is pointer. Pointer. That's like a long stick that people use to point to things that are far away. The teacher used a pointer when she pointed to the board. Pointer. Change the word point into pointer. Pointer. Let's see. All right, boys and girls. And you should have P-O-I-N-T. Point does not change. And can you all tell me how to spell E-R. You got it. Great job. Give yourself a star there if you got it right. If you missed it, just fix it. Okay, let's try to work with a different sound. Write E-A. Let's review a few sounds. Okay, and make the sound E. Which E?
E-A says.
Because
When two rabbits go walking, the first one doesn't talk.
I love it. So please make sure you're coding your EA. You're slashing out the second vowel and putting a macron over the first vowel. Okay? Now we know that EA makes many sounds, but the first sound that we always work with is the long E sound. Go ahead and write an S at the beginning of the word and make the sound. Excellent. Now blend and read this word from the beginning. Sea. Very good. The sea is another name for the ocean. All right, draw an arrow after sea. And I want you to use the word sea to help you spell the word pea. Like something you eat, a vegetable that you eat. She ate an English pea for dinner. Spell the word pea and make sure your microphone is muted, especially if someone's talking in the background. All right, very good. And you should have P-E-A. Did you get it right? Did you get it right? You can unmute to let me know that. But if someone's talking in the background, just mute it. Excellent job.
Yes.
Okay. Draw an arrow after P. I think I'm really going to trick you now. Welcome, Isabella. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, go ahead and get out your journal, Isabella, and turn to the next empty page, and you can just catch up with where we are now. I want you to change the word P to say peacock. You know that bird that has all those beautiful, colorful feathers? Peacock. The peacock opened up its feathers when it walked around at the zoo. Peacock. Please spell the word. All right, boys and girls, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. You should have P-E-A and then cock. How do you think we are supposed to spell that? What letter says K? Tell me, boys and girls. You should have a C. What says ah?
O.
O, short O. And then what says?
K.
Now, would it just be K if there's a short vowel there?
C-K.
C-K, because the vowel before the C-K is always what?
Short.
Short. Excellent job. If you got that right, pat yourself on the back. Good job. I couldn't trick you. If you missed it, it's okay. You can't make anything without making a mistake first. So please fix your word there. Peacock. And that's the name of a special bird. Okay, let me see if I can trick you this time. Now, I'm going to go ahead and code this. Write EA, but put the macron over the A and cross out the E. Now, what sound does this EA make, boys and girls? Make the sound. A, very good. So see, sometimes EA can say E, and the E is talking. Sometimes EA can say A when the A is talking. Okay, boys and girls, which A? EA says what? A. Very good. All right, now write GR at the beginning of that word and make the sound. Grr. Write a T at the end of the word and make the sound. T. Good. Now blend and read this word from the beginning. What does it say? Great. Thank you. We were great at spelling the OI and A words. Go ahead and draw an arrow after the word great. I want you to use the word great to help you spell the word greatly. Greatly. She was greatly disappointed at the weather. Greatly. Okay. Remember, let's stay super quiet when we're finished so everyone can continue to concentrate. All right, boys and girls, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this should be easy. We know how to spell great. But how do we spell Lee, boys and girls? What should I write? L-Y. Excellent job. If you got that right, give yourself a star. If you missed it, just fix it. Okay, let's do one more of these types of words. Write EA, but put the macron over the A and slash the E. And make the sound. A, very good. Which A? EA says A. Excellent. Go ahead and write BR at the beginning of that word and make the sound. Brr. Now write a K at the end of that word and make the sound. Good. Now blend and read this word from the beginning. What does it say? Break. Very good. Please do not break the cup. All right, boys and girls, at this time I want you to start from joy, the beginning, and practice reading all of the words we've made. Okay, please stop. And thank you to the people that kept reading. Even when they were finished, they didn't yell out done. They started over again until they heard me say stop. All right, boys and girls, let's write a sentence using some of these words, okay? And let's see if you remember how to begin a sentence, how to end a sentence, and leave finger spaces between your words. Okay, and the sentence is, the joyful boy pointed to the peacock. The joyful boy pointed to the peacock. Please write that sentence. The joyful boy pointed.
What is the sentence?
Yes, that is a sentence that I want you to write. And then we'll check it. The joyful boy pointed to the peacock. I'll give you about 30 more seconds. The joyful boy pointed to the peacock. All right, boys and girls, and you should have capital T at the beginning of the sentence because it's the beginning of the sentence. The finger space joyful boy pointed, ed at the end, to the peacock with a period at the end. Did you get it right?
Yeah.
Excellent job. Please check your work. And if you missed anything, please fix it. All right, boys and girls, now we're going to read a quick little fable. So, boys and girls, this is our riddle for today. It's called, not riddle, but our fable for today. It's called The Vain Jackdaw. Now, vain means someone who's really into their looks, okay? They like to look in the mirror all the time. Do you know anyone who's vain?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this
bird here.
okay, so this bird is very vain. And if you look at the bird, you see that there's some feathers on his tail that don't look like they match the rest of his feathers. So I want you to read The Vain Jackdaw and see why those feathers don't match. But also I want you to think about what is the lesson that we can learn from this vain jackdaw to make our lives even better. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. And then the rest of the story is right here as well. Okay? All right, boys and girls, you may begin reading.
I can't see.
You can't see the screen? Okay. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. Please read The Vain Jackdaw.
The genre of the question again.
Just why does he have feathers that doesn't match his other feathers? And what is the lesson that we're learning? But the main thing is, what is the lesson that we're learning? Just focus on that.
I always think how like our own book, so I could just like circle it. But I already had the answer.
Okay, just please read. Okay, is everyone finished reading?
Yes.
Rebecca, how about you?
Yes.
Ariana, are you finished?
I'm done.
Ariana, are you finished?
Wait, I'm reading.
Ariana, are you finished reading? Eloisa, are you finished reading? Okay, I don't hear from you all, so I hope you're reading. All right, boys and girls, so why in the world did this vain jackdaw have feathers on it that didn't match the rest of its other feathers?
Because it was
So Arbit, let me hear you. Only Arbit.
because he was doing a peacock.
He wanted to join the peacocks?
Yeah.
And why did he put those feathers on himself?
Because he wanted to be one of the peacocks.
Yeah, he wanted to be one of the peacocks. That's why.
And the peacock sang to the vain jackdaws.
Yeah. Did the peacocks let the vain jackdaw be in their group, Cairo? No, they did not. They did not.
You speak. She said Cairo.
Yeah, I'm still on you, Cairo. So, did the vain jackdaw, was he accepted with the peacocks?
No.
Cairo?
Huh?
Was the vain jackdaw accepted with the peacocks?
No.
what happened when the peacocks told him to leave and go away?
More of this jack door to come.
So when he went away, what did his other friends say to him?
They said, I don't know.
Okay, Isabella?
You have only a few peacock feathers. They said, you are not one of us.
Now, who said that? Did the peacock say that or the other jackdaws say that? Who said that?
Other jackdaws?
Are you sure?
No.
They said, you only have a few peacock feathers. You are not one of us. So the peacocks are... All right, boys and girls, at this time, phonics is closed. Can you help me read our learning target? I can read words using phonics rules. And today we learned about the oi sound. So let's see. Isabella, can you remember the 2 ways to spell the oi sound? How do we spell oi?
O-I-N-O-Y.
Excellent. And then there